back with another baby making update. Today is December 27th, so it's a couple days after Christmas. So I figured I would do the video here in front of my little tree. And I have my nativity scene over in the corner. And sorry, this young lady, Buttercup, my kitten, has decided to join me for the video. So I'm trying to keep her from knocking the camera over. But anyway, so I want to pick up where I left off with the last video, and I'm sorry I forgot to shoot the ending. I got so busy that day. But basically, you guys know I went in to start my IVF treatment, and I had a cyst, so I couldn't get started. I was pretty upset about it. So they had me do birth control for a couple weeks to I guess assist my body, even though the cyst probably would have went away on its own anyway. But they wanted me to do the birth control so that they can control the timing a little bit more, because if I didn't do the birth control, the timing when I would have been ready to start and would have likely been having egg retrieval would have been during the period of time that the lab closes once a year for about a week for their deep cleaning. So that wasn't going to work out. So I did birth control for a couple weeks, and then I went back to the doctor to assess the cyst, and the cyst was basically gone. It had shrank a whole lot, and it was to the point where they said the measurement of it at that time, they wouldn't have even counted it as a cyst had it been that small initially. And then they did some blood work, and then I was just waiting for the blood work to get the official plan. So I did get that, and the official plan was to do the estrogen priming again, which is doing estrogen, the cycle before I was to start with the IVF, and that's supposed to help get a better result in terms of quality, I think, and quantity of eggs. But we're doing it a little different this time. So because I was on the birth control, they had me stop that and start the estrogen. And this time I'm doing estrogen pills called Estradiol, I guess is how the generic. I think it's also called Estradiol. And they're just these little pills. I'll show you what they look like. They're pretty, insignificant, really small. One of the smallest things that I take, little small blue pill. So they had me do that instead of doing the estrogen injections like I did a few weeks ago. And so what was supposed to happen was the day that they told me that the cyst was basically gone, I was supposed to stop the birth control, which I did. And then my period was supposed to start. And then as soon as my period started, I was supposed to start taking these estrogen pills. But my period never came. I waited a full week and it didn't come. So I called the nurse. And so she talked about it with the doctor. And they felt that because while I was doing the pill, I had a little bit of what they call breakthrough bleeding, that my lining was very thin when they did the ultrasound, to the point where I never had a period because there wasn't enough of a lining to actually shed. And so that I was technically maybe 4 or 5 days into, or maybe 3 or 4 days into my cycle when I was speaking to her, even though I didn't get a period. So I actually have no clue officially what cycle day this is. Estimating based off what the nurse says, I think today is like cycle day 14 or 15. So anyway, I started the Estradiol, the little estrogen pills, that day. And I got a new timeline. So I was supposed to do those estrogen pills for a couple weeks. And then I'm supposed to start with another pill, which I'll show you guys. Now these estrogen pills, this Estradiol, were actually part of the unboxing video that I did when I unboxed all of my IVF meds. Because I think these were there for me when it was time to do the embryo transfer. So she said I might have to get refills because I'm actually using them sooner than originally planned. But these pills were not part of the original unboxing. Now these are called, let's see if I can pronounce it, Medroxy progesterone, and this is also called Provera. And I'll show you it. It's another pretty small, insignificant looking pill. I guess it's a white color. It's really little. You guys can see. And I'm supposed to start that today. And I called the nurse because I was a little confused if I was supposed to do both pills together or switch. So she called me back and clarified that I take these estrogen ones for the time period that they gave. And now it's time for me to switch to the Provera. And this Provera is going to make me have like a faux period. So it's not a real period. Because hopefully I never ovulated, because the ovulation is what causes the cysts. Because these are like normal cysts. They're not like PCOS cysts. So it develops when you ovulate and the egg comes out of the follicle, but the follicle seals over, you know, too soon before some of that liquid can come out. Since I didn't get pregnant, I didn't need to form like that type of cyst. So hopefully I never ovulated, so that there's no chance for another cyst, because I went straight from the, well, I did have that, I guess, the week off, but I started the estrogen right away. So hopefully there was no time for me to ovulate. And now I'm going to start the Provera tonight, and that'll give me like a faux period. And pretty much I already have my date to go in for, sorry guys, somebody is playing like fetch. Here, give her something to play with over there. Sorry. But anyway, I already have my appointment scheduled for starting the stems and that's approximately 10 days away. So I'm excited and I'm nervous, and I'm just praying that I don't have another cyst or anything, and that everything looks good to get started. In terms of my weight, I've gained like 4 pounds, which really sucks because I had just made my BMI goal, but it's really, really hard to lose weight or maintain weight through the holidays. You know, just had Christmas dinner a couple days ago, you know, with all the traditional foods and pies and all that, and I didn't really overdo it, but definitely not as strict as I was. But I think a lot of it's probably just water and like salt, you know, from eating those kind of foods. So I think I'll be fine in 10 days from now. So anyway, that's where we are, and I just wanted to, I guess, explain what the cycle officially was, because I didn't get a chance to complete that last video. But that's the plan. So they're estimating that I would probably be doing egg retrieval. If everything went well and I'm able to you know, get enough embryos where they want me to put one in right away, as opposed to waiting. Sometimes they want you to wait another cycle for your body to calm down, depending on how you respond to all the meds. But if everything goes smoothly, I will probably be doing egg retrieval around mid-January. So I know you guys will be seeing this video probably a couple weeks after that. But I'm excited. You know, I was really, really hoping to be pregnant in 2016, and that would have been a great way to end the year. But, you know, God had other plans. So I'm hoping that, you know, 2016 was very challenging. So I'm hoping that this will be like a great, great way to start 2017. So anyway, guys, that's what's going on. So the next video that you guys should see, unless something weird were to happen, should be me going in for my check to start the IVF, to start the stems and everything. So crossing my fingers that that works well. Please pray for me, guys. Even though the videos are delayed, you know, God hears the prayers and applies them properly. So don't even worry about that. And I thank you all for watching, and baby dust to all of you. And we'll see what happens. Bye, guys.